Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, aka Redbeard. Hope everyone enjoyed yesterday's video of Andrew and myself at the Iron Root Republic Distillery. That was a very informative tour that was given to us by the brothers Licorice. Um, that is one company you need to keep an eye on in the future. I know they don't have very wide distribution right now, but if you're in Texas, you should be able to find them. Texas, Oklahoma, and I believe Louisiana. They might have larger distribution, but you can find them at ironrootrepublicdistilling.com, I believe. If not, just Google Iron Root Republic Distilling. You'll find them. So they got some really interesting stuff coming out. I'm really looking forward to getting a bottle of that Icarus, the corn whiskey matured in previous Islay Scotch barrels. It's pretty damn good. So look out for that. Also, keep an eye on. We did go through 3 distilleries yesterday. 2 days ago. As viewing this video, we went through it 2 days ago on Tuesday of this week. We went through Iron Root, Herman Marshall Distilling, and Firestone and Robertson Distilling. Firestone and Robertson make TX Blended and TX Bourbon. And they didn't tell me not to tell anybody this, but they've got some really good stuff waiting in the wings. So keep an eye on them. Big things are coming from them. Those are the only 2 labels. The blended and the bourbon are the only 2 labels that they have on the shelf right now. They're pushing for some this year. I'm not going to throw out the secret. They also have some that have been sitting, some special blends, special mash bills that have been sitting for a while. One in particular that was my favorite. The style is single pot still Irish whiskey. And let me tell you what, it's dangerous. I personally told the owner, one of the owners, Leonard Firestone, maybe he'll see this one day. I told him about 3 or 4 times, I really need this in a bottle on my shelf at the house. Right, Donnie? So I'm looking forward to that one in particular. It was just wonderful. 136 proof, out of the barrel, and absolutely no burn. Ooh, cold nose. Wearing shorts. She nosed me in the back of the calf. So I'm looking forward to that. But today, we have the old standby, W.L. Weller 12-year-old. I've had plenty of these. It's if I see one on the shelf, I usually pick it up just because it's a really good drink. I'm not ashamed of it. This is probably one of my favorites, or at least if I have enough sitting on the shelf, it'll be a daily drinker until I get low, then I'll switch to something else. But it's just got that smooth caramel, honey, toffee notes. It's just, this is just a dependable bourbon. And as much as I'm glad the bourbon boom has happened, I'm sad that you just can't walk in the store and get this stuff off the shelf. So, and then people try to charge outrageous prices for it. It's ridiculous. That's a good one. It's not. I really can't compare this to the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof or even Blanton's. This is, I would say it's about 8.5. Man, you're not going to go wrong with it. If you see it on the shelf, pick it up. Well, if you see it anywhere for a decent price, I'm going to say for a fifth, Nowadays, is that a fifth or a liter? Might be a liter. Anyway, nowadays, you're going to be hard pressed to find these on the shelf at retail. So if you see one for a fifth or a liter, less than $50, it'd probably be a pretty good buy at the time. Because people right now are charging upwards of $80 for 750. So yeah, that's a solid. I'm gonna say that's a solid 8.5 for me. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I could sit here and sip on this all day long. Uh, it's good. Plain and simple. It's good. It's a quintessential bourbon. So, yeah. Not really much else to say about it. Everybody knows Weller 12. Who's in the whiskey realm should know about Weller 12. It's the same mash bill as the Pappy Van Winkle lineup, but it's not what made the cut for the Pappy. So that's all I really got. Don't forget, keep an eye on Iron Root and Firestone and Robertson. Iron Root's doing some really cool things, like he was saying in their video. They've went to larger barrels to slow down the maturation, so they can get those 8 to 10-year-old whiskeys in this harsh Texas climate, which I thought was really cool. And I had thought about that, and I didn't realize that they were doing it. And I knew Balcones was going to the smaller barrels for fast maturation, but you're not going to get a 10-year-old whiskey out of a quarter barrel. It's just not going to happen, at least not in Texas. So, but keep an eye on them, folks. Big things are coming. Big things are coming. Also, don't forget about Weller 12. Cheers, folks. Y'all have a nice night. This is a quick one. I really don't need to talk much about it. I've went through several liters of this. So, I know it's good. I like it. I'll always have one on the shelf, or at least I'll always buy one if I see it on the shelf. So, cheers. Don't forget about the Bearded Idiots. We release every week. If you want to check out some more links, I got some up here in the corner on my homepage in the banner. My Instagram, my Patreon, my PayPal if you want to donate. If you're not happy with my video quality on these videos, anyway, please donate. Help me out. I'll buy new equipment. See, I just saw it autofocus. Pisses me off because there's an audible little fucking hate that shit. Anyway, like always, drink some whiskey, share with your friends and family, have a nice day. Take care.